This is Rod White for Mining Journal, and I'm really pleased to interview Brett Heath of Metalla Royalty. Metalla actually has been the fastest growing royalty company over the 6.5 years since it came to market. But people don't understand how you have been so successful. Is it your management team? Is it your contact network? Is it your business strategy? What differentiates you?
Well, I believe it's a little bit of all three. First off, we had a very specific, clear and concise strategy that we've executed since the very beginning, and that was giving our shareholders exposure to the highest quality assets and the most proven geological trends that are being advanced by the biggest mining companies. We did that by building a platform to be the most effective and efficient company at consolidating what we call the third-party market. This is the market that has royalties that are pre-existing. This allows us to acquire royalties on third parties on these incredible assets that the mining companies would never, ever otherwise encumber. So it gives us a path to get in there, and it gives us a way to be able to pick and choose these incredible assets at specific times within their life cycle that will be very value generative for shareholders.
So the key thing is your analysis of the projects and your identification of projects with major partners. So the operators of those projects are the ones that are going to deliver. This is not high risk exploration. But how have you managed to build this business to 85 royalties on 31 transactions when pretty much, I believe, every transaction has been value accretive to shareholders?
So again, it all comes down to what separates our ability from, I believe, most of the rest of the sector is our ability to source these transactions on our own. So we have, out of the 31 transactions, 30 of those transactions have been outside competitive environments, bilateral deals, us and the seller, and oftentimes those sellers take back equity in our company and our shareholders going forward. So it's all about really the platform that we created that incentivizes these parties to work with us, and our track record is also very important, along with the quality. One thing that we've always remained extremely disciplined on, where I feel some of the other part of the royalty market hasn't really viewed it that way, is the discipline to maintain the high quality assets. Because if you maintain the quality and then you have the diversification, it allows you to go and leverage that to get into higher quality assets, bigger assets, which otherwise the owners of those assets would never otherwise want to do a transaction with the company when they felt that their royalty would be diluted on more marginal ones. And so that has been kind of a critical component, and it provides a very significant edge for our business when the sellers of these assets are looking around, and especially with the smaller companies, it's very difficult to have this type of quality. So that's something that really sets us apart, and that's something we've been able to do very successfully over the
And
six
you've
and a half
been
years.
able to do that because of your contact network, and the deals that you have been doing have been with third-party owners, not with the companies that have the projects. The third-party owners, or their heirs and successors,
Mm-hmm.
want to have Metalla shares because they want to maintain an interest in what Dad fought all his life for. And what I think is important is the project pipeline that you've got over the next 5 years. It looks to an outside observer that your number of producing royalties is going to go up 4 or 5 times, which is quite incredible growth.
Yeah, that's correct. And bringing one big gold mine into production is a very significant event. It doesn't happen that often. And I mean, in a given year, you might see one or two, maybe three mines come online just within the sector, within the majors' portfolios. And a focus of ours, we're really where we saw the most value that we could get for shareholders is buying very high quality development. So we did that when we started the company. We made a decision. We said, this is the part of the market we see the most value for shareholders. At the time, and even till today, the most of the investment community, only focuses on the cash flow. But when you buy the high quality development, that gives you the growth. And fast forward 5 or 6 years, that growth is now here.
Yeah, future cash flow 4 times higher than present means share price should considerably outperform the market.
It will change the profile of the company.
Yeah.
Very significantly. I believe that we'll be able to have 1 or 2 different royalties come online that we've already bought that are in the portfolio every single year for the next decade.
It's even bigger.
Yeah.
Brett, I think that's almost too much for people to appreciate. They should go and read your website.
Yes, you can find it at metallaroyalty.com.
Thank you very much.